Jesus.
Oh my god.
Did you hear that?
Yes, it's impossible not to hear that.
I stepped on a cat.
Ah!
When Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Sorry, I'm not. When we met,
Yeah.
you and I, you were like, "Oh, please hang out with me at the McDonald's," or "Oh, please, I'm at the McDonald's using their Wi-Fi. I'm at a bar using
Yeah.
their Wi-Fi. May I please come over?" And I told you, "No,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to hang out. I don't want to hang out."
So, well, the Wi-Fi is like really bad here, and I have like a big file to upload. So if I could come
Yeah,
over
if I
and
could come
use your
over.
internet, that'd be great.
Yeah, there's this guy I'm talking to, and I'm supposed to send him a lot of files. But you assured me that you were like, no, everything's like this is just a normal thing. I'm in the country. I just really want to meet you, and blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get like involved in anything.
For sure, understandably. Yeah.
And now I'm sitting here 3 years deep into a fucking podcast with a ring on my finger. So how do you think that makes me feel? I feel like I got, and lately I've been really pondering that.
Well, you've been duped, so that's why you feel
Now
like
you
that.
live in America,
Yeah.
live in my house. I got this dumb little hot ring on my finger, and we're 3 years deep into this fucking podcast.
Got his ass.
You got my ass with that. Will you marry me? Yeah, baby. You know, we never had a point where I like dropped to one knee.
Or me. Neither
No,
of us.
neither of us.
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba. I'm not thinking of any lyrics on the spot. Ba, ba, da, ba.
Well, bad knees is a big reason. Dropping to one knee shatters instantly.
I only have so
crumbles to
many
dust.
drops left.
Yeah.
In my 30s, I only have so many drops. You think I want me to drop on one knee?
Yeah,
You're lucky if
I might need that for something like
Drop
like
on
it's a second marriage.
just the one?
Yeah.
No way. I'll drop on both knees one time. But not for any of this. I knew you'd say yes. I didn't want to waste the drop. My doctor says I only have like 40 to 50 full extends left before I have to have my knees replaced. Beautiful intro by Slowest Smoggy.
Okay.
Look him up.
Well, that won't do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Slow Smog, anywhere where music is found, I'm assuming.
Good music is found.
Or just go to slowsmog.com. I love that intro song. I loved it so much we used it as our intro. We had an intro before.
It sucked.
It didn't suck at
It
all.
was fucking awful, man. I'm
It
sorry.
Suck at all.
Say it. Someone has to say it.
No one has
Someone
to
has
say.
to finally
We're
say it.
3 years
It's-
deep, haven't used it in 2.5 years.
It was shit.
It wasn't even close to shit. You know what? I'm just gonna put it in right here.
What? Get it off. Turn it off.
No, I'm gonna put I think it kicks ass. And honestly, you can't even hear it right now. And you don't listen to the podcast, so it's just the other people listening. So you don't even want to pretend to hear it right now.
No,
That's fine.
it's too far.
It's fine.
Don't bring me back to that place.
So we're recording a little bit late.
Yeah.
Our advice podcast.
Yeah. What about it?
So I just want to warn everyone. God, are you hearing this?
We got oil on microphone things.
I need to grease this arm.
It's embarrassing.
It's screaming every time I touch it. I'm going to be a little bit low energy,
Okay.
but it's a little bit late. I don't want to be screaming,
All right.
but I do want to be shouting.
Okay.
And I'm going to be twisting, actually. I'm
Interesting.
going to be twisting and shouting.
All right. Good to know.
I thought it'd be actually fun if, because it was so fun, we got so many rave reviews from me playing a Simpsons clip.
Did we?
No, but I'm just assuming people liked it.
Yeah.
My assumption is that people liked it because I thought it was really funny even when I was mixing it again. Oh, also, I think during the last episode is when we were like, let's try not to fucking cuss. And we're like, people pointed out.
People were like, you've been like immediately found way before you realized you did.
Even when I'm so used to us cussing that even when I was listening back after I had done it, I'm like, I think we did pretty good.
We don't hear it.
Yeah, multiple people in the Discord and on YouTube even, I think, we're just like, hey, so like you failed really bad. There's multiple more. There are multiple examples that they were giving.
Yeah.
That they were like right here, clear cut example. You guys didn't do good.
No.
So we didn't do that, and we know moving forward that we can't do that.
Interesting. It's good to know your strengths and your weaknesses. And my strength is cussing.
Yeah, and my weakness is being asked not to cuss. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing this episode?
I just kind of want to play with the iPad while we're like talking. We do have 3 questions. Actually, we have 3 whole questions. Maybe I should put the iPad down. We have 3 whole fucking questions. One of them is really long. We might not get to it.
Yeah.
We might not get to it. I just think it'd be fun if I like had the iPad and it's just playing sounds in it. Isn't that nice?
I think it's nice. It's, well, I was going to say it's calming, but then it got kind of scary. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, there's an arpeggiator. Let me see how that sounds.
Okay. That's a good, like, pondering music. Like,
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what how would I respond to something like that?
It's very, believe it or not, fact or fiction.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's very, what do you think? Is this a real story? Or did someone make this up
And you're like,
to send into a podcast? Who would do that? Make up a lie to send into a podcast?
I'm pretty sure like 30% of our emails
Are lies.
are giant lies. Yeah. Are giant fucking fibs. Yeah, that's what I'm just assuming that like all the time.
They're at least extrapolations of the truth.
We haven't responded to certain email. We have gotten certain emails, I should say, that we were like, we can't respond to this on the show because it's obviously a giant fucking lie.
Yeah.
It's a story, it's a fib, it's a
tall tale.
I was gonna say when it comes to tales, this is the tallest.
This is the tallest one.
Yeah, this is the tallest tale I could fucking imagine. But this, let me do one more little thing. No arpeggiator, and then maybe like a nice fucking. Thanks everyone so much for listening. By the way, like a nice soft something. So this is an advice podcast.
Yeah.
All the space in between. My name is Mitch. Thank you so much for listening.
My name's Billy. Thank you so much for listening. Real quick, we're just going to say at the beginning of the show, because at the end of the show, everyone turns off. But if you have an email that you would like us to read and possibly answer on the show, our email address is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Send us emails. We love emails. We read through every email that we get, but we only respond to a very little bit of them. So please send us emails, because we like to respond to fresh emails. That's what we adore. I adore that.
We go back semi-regularly.
Not super far back. We'll never go back like more than like 2 months, I feel like.
Well, yeah, because then I feel like the problem's probably resolved itself.
A lot of them are time sensitive, and again, most of them are fake. So most of them aren't real.
Yeah, so the person who wrote them is like in jail for fraud anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're a
For
liar.
sending lies as an email.
Yeah.
For trying to pass off an email as a lie. I mean, sorry, for trying to pass off an email as a truth. That's a nice one. Listen to this. This one makes me nervous.
For what?
I don't know. This is tense. I'm in kind of like a minor scale.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm going to write a wishing song, you know? I need to put the iPad down. Let's get to the first email.
Let's get to the first email.
Now, we should say for first-time listeners, which I'm sure is like none of you, but that this is an advice podcast, and we give art advice, and we give relationship advice, and we give any advice. So if you have something, if you would like advice, please ask us.
We don't, not any advice. We won't give you like medical advice.
No, and also if it's like too
legal advice,
make it a little interesting or funny, because if it's strictly. Like if it's just cut and dry boring, it's like just Google it, you know? Like there's so many like Quora pages about this, I feel like. You don't need to come to us.
Do you remember that funny fact that we learned about Quora earlier this week?
That it is like as popular as Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or rather that Twitter is only as popular as Quora.
Yeah, it's marginally more as far as like user base goes.
Yeah.
Twitter is dying, and I'm here to see it.
It's so fucking funny. Yeah. We were looking up like how popular like the demographics are for each social media platform. TikTok, of course, is way up there. Facebook is still has a stranglehold and everything.
Yeah, it's still at the top. And
then we go like Instagram, WhatsApp, a lot of apps from other countries.
Yeah. Some other messaging apps.
Like 10, 15 spaces down, Twitter and Quora touching each other.
At the bottom, as like hanging on to relevancy, period. Last week, Brooke, our friend Brooke, I don't know if you remember Brooke.
Friend of the podcast.
Yeah,
Brooke.
yeah. They were on the show, I think.
Grating voice, Canadian accent.
Up here when she talks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brooke actually got her own tweet suggested to her on Twitter.
That's how dead it is.
Brooke tweeted something, and then on that same account, Twitter was just like, you might like this, your own tweet from earlier today.
What was funny is the tweet was Brooke complaining that none of the suggested tweets were relevant.
Yes.
She's like, it keeps on like suggesting me like Hello Kitty. I don't care about Hello Kitty.
Saying,
And it
I
was
don't
like,
care about Hello Kitty. And then
Yeah,
it was like, under Hello Kitty,
For you, your own tweet maybe?
Hey.
What?
you mentioned Hello Kitty. It's like, yeah, you fuck. I mentioned not liking Hello Twitty. Oh, Hello Twitty. But I wrote the tweet, dude.
Yes.
Not only did I say I don't like this, I've seen it because I said it.
That's how dry they're running. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you could talk about anything and it trends on Twitter now.
yeah.
So yeah, it's hanging on to, and I still obviously
Mm-hmm.
have my profile. It's gone.
Yeah.
Did I ever talk about that? I must. Yes, I talked
Yes,
about it
you
multiple
did.
times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And every time I'm like, did I mention that? And I'm like, you talked about
You
it.
talk about it quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love that you think you're the kind of person who could delete their Twitter account and like
No,
not tell
say it.
everyone about
Yeah,
it
yeah.
constantly.
No, I tell everyone about it. I tell my therapist about it. I'm no longer onto it because it's not only that I just like it's gone.
Yeah.
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 And I'm fine.
I don't miss that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I have you and I have Brooke to see what's going on Twitter.
Yeah, and you have the podcasting account, which you log into sometimes from your desktop.
It's true. But
Yeah.
even then, just like searching Flat Sound, like it does nothing for me.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. There's nothing on that.
No.
You want to go to a great website, visit flatsound.org.
No, that website does rock.
My Ask page is still fucking booming.
It's popping.
Every day, people ask me questions on it, and I'm trying to be on it every day. Sometimes I fail because I'm too busy, but just about
Not
every
a
day,
lot, yeah.
I'm responding to people on there, and it rules. And also, the homepage there is just me rattling off thoughts like it is a Twitter.
Yeah, except no one's like replying.
No one's, yeah, that's the best part about it. No one's trying to like one up you or make it about them.
Yeah,
It's just
no one's like quote tweeting you, trying to dunk on you or cancel you. No one's in the replies trying to make a funnier joke than you did.
Yeah.
No one's one's DMing you, misreading a joke and being like, "Are you okay, man?"
That was
yeah.
that sums up Twitter so well. It's just that when I'm genuinely trying to be funny,
Yeah.
people come at me for some fucking reason and would be like, "Hey, I just want to know, like, are you okay? Your music saved my life, and I don't know, I might off myself later." It's like, why are you? God, I'm trying to make a joke here. Would you lighten up slightly? And then when I'm actually trying to be earnest,
Yeah,
people are
and
like
actually
posting memes.
Yeah, you're posting about
underneath
actual serious
of
stuff.
just like my dad or some shit. Like, and then there are memes under, and I was like, you
Yeah.
guys cannot read a room to save your fucking life.
No.
It was horrible. I hate it. I hate it.
Much better to just type into the void of your own homepage.
Yeah, and then
On your own
people,
.org domain.
my own .org,
Yeah.
and I just rattle off thoughts in it, and it kicks so much ass because then it's all about me.
Woohoo!
I did an interview recently, and like one of the questions I was talking about Twitter, or like they asked about like my website. They're like, "Oh, you're pretty active, and you answer fans there, and blah blah whatever." And I specifically was like, when you remove any aspect of like someone like doing something for clout,
Yeah.
what you're left with is really nice.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, you're left with people asking you like genuine questions and actually like having an actual conversation with you,
It
and
kicks
instead
ass.
of just like using whatever you posted as a springboard for like them to get likes, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's all social media is.
Yeah.
It's just a springboard for other people to do other stuff, and which is fine. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think it's toxic. And also, I don't think it's fine. It's actually bad.
It's actually bad. Yeah, it's actually not
toxic.
fine.
Horrible.
It's fine that an individual person does it, but it's not fine that it's the way that everyone acts.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, does that answer your question?
We didn't even read a question.
We are not going to get to the last one.
Of
I
course
just
we're
realized
fucking
just
not.
now. Do you want me to
No.
read the first one?
That would be great. Let's read the first. People are simply begging us to read the first question at what almost 15 minutes into the
Are we?
episode.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
It just hit 15.
Holy shit. Okay. This one has a little bit to do with our last episode.
A little throwback.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And it's called Glue Sniffing Rock Licking.
Good.
And it goes. Warm, rocky greetings to you. I have a little story to share. In high school, I had a geography teacher who was very eccentric. She was known for having a giant salty rock. Whenever she taught about different types of rocks, she would make every student in class lick her giant salty rock. She had 140 students in a generation, and she had been teaching for a good 30 to 40 years. That's the whole story. It was a giant salty rock, licked by thousands of teenagers. And if you refused to lick the rock, she would push it in your face and try to persuade you to lick it. The whole point of this experiment was for her to prove to us that the rock was salty, because we shouldn't just simply trust her words, we just had to lick it. It's like a science thing. It's like a theory thing. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to announce that I was homesick on the day of the rock licking. Was it divine intervention that stopped me from going to school on that particular day? I don't know, but I am still grateful to this day. I have many other stories about this woman, but I think for now, this is enough. Farewell, this person's name. P.S. I indeed have sniffed and licked many other rocks on my own behalf. Some were indeed salty. I enjoy this activity in my own time, preferably with rocks that haven't been licked before.
Can you believe that this all happened in March 2020?
Holy shit. Okay, students, it's time to lower your mask and lick the rock. Come on, do it.
Insane.
Lower your mask and lick the fucking rock.
Lick the fucking rock.
It's wet.
It's a tradition. Here's my question. Erosion. How hasn't that become an issue here?
How big's the rock?
How big's a rock? Is it, like when you go to a really old castle and there's like, people have walked up the steps so much that it's like worn down. Is it like, is it like a tongue-shaped groove? Or like the in Ireland there's the Blarney Stone that everyone kisses.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know about this rock everyone kisses
I
in Ireland?
actually don't.
Do you not?
No.
Oh.
You think I just know? You think we just know that? You think
I
everyone
thought
here
people
just
knew
knows?
about it. American tourists love to do it when they go to Ireland.
Yeah, because they've heard about it when they get there.
The Blarney Stone is a stone. and
I've assumed that much.
Yeah.
It's actually a woman. Yeah. It's a dog that runs around for 40
everyone
years.
kisses it.
It's good luck.
And okay, it's a stone. It's part of a castle, and it's at the top of the castle. And you have to go to the castle, and you kind of
Scale the side of this building.
you gotta go all the way up to the top to the roof, and then you lay down on the floor, stick your head out of the edge of it, and you kiss a rock
Okay.
that's there, and it gives you supposedly the gift of the gab,
It-
the Irish gift of the gab.
People do it so they're better at talking?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I wonder if I've kissed this rock.
My parents kissed it for me. You can kiss it for another person.
Have you ever kissed it for me?
Well, I haven't been.
You've never been, and it's in Ireland?
Yeah.
But you've been to Ireland like
Yeah.
5 or more times.
5 times a year for my whole life, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 or more.
I have not kissed the rock.
Why?
I don't know. I haven't been. But everyone, it's a touristy thing to do. I don't go there and do touristy stuff. I just go
You're
there
surprised I've never heard of it. This thing that you've never done.
Why would
in a
I do
place
it?
I've
I'm not
never been.
It's famous. It's a famous stone.
Okay.
Anyway, if you look up pictures of the, I'll be so embarrassed if I'm getting the name wrong. I've just got sudden fear that I'm getting the name wrong.
You just snap back into reality. You're like, fuck, I've been making this whole thing up. And I'm now so embarrassed by it.
Look, there's a pub in San Diego called the Blarney Stone Pub.
Cool.
There's 2.
You think I go to pubs?
No, I'm just saying that people here know what it is. But if you look at this rock, it's like, it's been all like smoothed away at the bottom from like so many decades of people kissing it.
Oh shit!
It's
yeah,
all
it has.
smooth
Oh my god.
from
That's all
hundreds
lips.
and thousands of people's lips.
Yeah.
And so do you think this happened?
To the rock that the teacher pulled out and made the students lick.
How long would it be until that happened?
Depends how hard they were licking it. I'd have tongued this thing.
I would have Frenched this thing.
I'd have made my own groove by the end of the day. I'd have left my fucking mark on this
really
thing.
fucking working the thing in there.
Yeah. I'd ask to hold on to it for the
I'm
day.
really treating it like a lady.
I'd become a horse that day and just lick that salt rock.
Was your teacher a horse? Is
That could
what-
have been it.
was
Or
your teacher a horse?
was your
You
teacher...
gotta get a load of this fucking lick this
We
rock.
gotta lick this
You
rock.
gotta lick this rock, everyone.
And now let me introduce you to sugar cubes. At the end of the year, a carrot. And then at the end of that year,
Fuck.
at the end of your high school career, ketamine.
No,
Those are just all things horses like.
it's true.
Yeah. All of them are good, right? Salt, sugar, carrots, ketamine.
Yeah, for sure.
What the fuck not?
Horse tranquilizers, yeah.
Do I think it was if it was like licked smooth at some point? No. I think that the kids, the twerps that were actually licking this thing weren't giving it
They're all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't much gusto in there. Mm-hmm. So I think they would have just like touched their tongue to it. Like
Yeah.
that. And, oh my God, it's salty. It's salty. No, you only think it's salty. This was a normal rock I found outside.
That would work on me.
Yeah, no, I would totally, absolutely would work on me too. If
Yeah.
I just like touched it with my tongue really quick, I'm like, oh my God, it tastes it. They were like, dude, this is a McChicken. This is a fucking McChicken. How did you think this was a salt rock? This is your own cell phone.
They don't say that it's a salt rock. They just say it's a salty rock.
Oh yeah.
Just a rock that kind of tastes salty.
Not just like a salt lamp or something. Whatever those are made of.
No.
I guess just salt.
Salt, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just googled it. Yeah, salt lamps are made
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
salt.
I
Himalayan.
remember I bought a salt lamp to go here a while ago.
Yeah.
Because I had one at home that I enjoyed. And Chris got it in the divorce, which
Yeah.
is fine because I suppose he'd had it since he was a teenager. So,
That's fine.
but I really missed it when he took it away.
Uh huh.
So I bought one here.
Yeah, you really miss him. Actually, you've been telling me that a lot lately.
Yeah, great guy. Great.
The salt. I'm afraid the salt lamp story is going to get you going. So tread lightly.
But I love a salt lamp. I don't think that they necessarily like do the things that people think they do, but they sure cast a nice fucking glow.
Okay, so we watched a YouTube video recently about like how salt lamps are fake.
Yeah.
How they don't actually, like the ions, they're not measurable.
No,
They
they
don't
don't. They
actually-
don't measurably reduce anything. Yeah.
But we've also proven many times throughout history that placebos work.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's kind of what
You know what's really funny about placebos? They work even if you know it's a placebo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Do you think that's why I'm so affected by stuff like with like my health anxiety?
Yes.
Even when I'm just like, for sure, I have had this proven to me that this is not. I was convinced I was allergic to peanut butter for 2 years.
Yeah.
I only recently started eating it again.
It was
and
very
it
brave of
kicks
you.
ass. I have it every day.
Yeah.
But
You
for
was-
like 2 years, I wasn't having peanut butter.
I mean, you were spending like $15 on
almond butter.
almond butter, which
Yeah.
is worse and more expensive.
It doesn't go down as good. And yeah, it's like 4 times the price. That's why I haven't paid back the IRS yet, is because I was buying so much fucking almond butter.
Fuck. What was I saying?
Salt lamps, placebos,
Placebo. Yeah.
they work.
I don't get them for a kind of, but I do find them very relaxing. I love a
Of course
nice
they're
warm
relaxing.
glow. Yeah.
They're super relaxing.
But I bought one for here, and you were like, "Do you think?" You asked me if I thought. You were like, "Do you think it tastes like salt?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Do I? I know it tastes like salt."
I've never.
And you were like,
I've
"How
never
do you
licked it.
know?" And I was like, "Also, you've never licked a salt lamp?"
I've never licked a salt lamp.
That's crazy to me. That's like the
Given-
first thing I did when I found out. Like, it's made of salt. Like,
Wonk.
yeah, it is.
I don't know what I'm so like freaked out about, considering like the teacher having a bunch of students lick it. Granted, I don't think they did it like one after the other. It didn't. Well, I don't know, because the person was like, I was sick on the salt licking day.
The day.
You know, the day that they brought it in from home and had everyone lick it and then put it back in their weird shrine.
Well, no, I think it was always in the classroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
But
Sorry, that takes so much away from my story. Sorry, that my point is.
you really
it's-
took the wind out of my
Yeah.
sails with that one.
Sorry, my whole point is moot now. No, I legitimately forgot what I was gonna say. I really did. Salt lamps. I get them. Oh, right. It's very sterile. It's salt.
I suppose so.
It's super sterile. It's like a preservative.
It is a preservative.
Yeah. You know what? So it completely. You know, you can
Preserves
pour
all the germs.
you can pour salt on an infection on a wound. I've done it.
Hurts.
It hurts so bad.
Like the saying. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, huh. So that's why they say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pouring salt in a wound, it does hurt, but it's very good. It's very good for you.
And that's basically what I have to do with my my ear piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to make some
saline
water
solution.
and soak it in it. Yeah.
It's completely
I'm
sterile.
just salting a wound. Yeah.
So how come I won't lick a salt lamp? It's because I have health anxiety now, but as a kid, sniffing rocks, this is the other thing. I never talk about licking rocks. I talk about eating ants and sniffing rocks. Eating glue and sniffing rocks. Never licked a rock. I have. Of course I have. But I wasn't super into it. I wasn't like crazy into it.
Not like this teacher.
Not like this teacher that was forcing students, grabbing them by the arm and saying, lick it, lick it.
I saw a TikTok literally earlier this week. And it was a geologist that I guess a tweet had gone viral saying like, how come salt is the only delicious rock? There must be other delicious rocks out there.
Yeah.
And they were like, as a geologist, I can tell you that there aren't any more good tasting rocks out there.
We found them all.
Yeah. So my question is, if this wasn't a salt rock, then what was it?
It must have just been salt.
Yeah.
It must have been salt.
It must have been.
They weren't
salt.
having you lick just like limestone, you know?
Maybe it's like vaguely salty, but not as good as salt. I don't know.
But why would you have them lick it if it wasn't like a straight up salt rock?
I don't know.
Salt, just
Yeah,
salt.
just salt.
Not even salt rock, just salt. A giant grain of salt.
I
You know?
don't think it's a grain if it's giant.
It is. If you're a borrower like me.
That's like calling a pane of glass a grain of sand.
That's cool.
Anyway, that's weird that you had a horse for a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Did you think that we'd pull so much material out of this email? Because I didn't.
No,
when
this was
we first got it.
This was a start question that I thought we were gonna like burn through, but yeah, we're like 2.5 hours deep. So
It's really funny to me. Thank you for telling us about your weird teacher.
Yeah, I think
and her
it's-
weird rock.
oh, sorry.
Mm.
I'm wondering. Oh, Jesus. I need to move it closer to my mouth, but I don't want to touch the arm of
I'm
the
afraid of the
microphone,
screaming
yeah.
noise that it makes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to read the next question?
What's the time? What are we at? I can't see it from here.
About half hour.
You gotta. Holy shit.
We have to.
Yeah,
at this point.
absolutely. Read it quick.
Okay, this one is called Stealing a Cat. And it goes like this. Hi there. Here's a very anonymous email for you from no one you know.
Good.
Good. Because I hope no one I know would ever do something like this. Recently, my partner and I had our best couple friends break up. They'd fallen on the hardest of hard times during COVID, and then it turns out one of them was cheating with another couple. Unfortunately, our dear pal had thought things were on the up and up for them, and got them a kitten for New Year's to symbolize this hope for their future. They already also had a 2-year-old puppy. That very day, they came to our place for an awkward New Year's celebration, after which we were made aware of the newly discovered cheating and the implosion of their relationship. To add insult to injury, they were subsequently evicted. Fast forward a month, and our friend is still homeless, his dog is with his parents, and he has this kitten. He needs a place to stay, and so he comes to us, kitten in tow, to stay on our couch for what turns out to be a month. Eventually, due to other life circumstances, we had to call time on his stay, and he went to his parents as well. But he could not take the cat there, and alas, the little bean stayed with us. Now, almost a month later, we are in love with the cat. She is the third P in our pod, and we wish to keep her. Our friend is still no closer to finding a home for him and his 2 pets in this harsh rental market. I do not want to take this dude's cat away from him. I don't even want to ask. He's lost so much. And yet, this cat, we formed a very real bond, and selfishly, we don't want it to end. What do you think? Are we out of line, dirty thieving, no good catnapping sons of guns? Or is this an A-OK development that we should just be honest about and see what happens? Help us, Billy and Mitch. Kiss, kiss, purr, purr.
Wow. You're horrible.
You're terrible
This
for this
cat's
one.
all he has left.
This This man.
This poor man has been cheated on,
Like he's
kicked
lost.
in the gut, evicted, living with mom and dad, and you want to thieve him of his last bit of thing that he he doesn't have any money. He doesn't have a home to break into. I guess I'll just steal his cat. Yeah, I guess I'll just take his only friend.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll tell you he's not his friend. Mm-hmm. His cheating ex.
Tell you he's not his friend.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Oh.
The sentence, he has lost so much. Is...
Yeah. How can I do it? He's lost so much. But at the same time, I love this cat so much.
All he has left in the world is this dog and this cat. And I guess if I take this, I'll be taking 50% of everything.
Yeah.
50% of everything that he has left after the 90% that his ex took, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, we're like, we're just like splitting a pea at this point.
Yeah.
Into like, okay, I'll take this much, and then we're not eating.
No,
You know?
it's like that scene in that old Disney movie where
they're
they're
slicing the bread.
Yeah, and it's like just a transparent...
Paper thin. Yeah. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's got a slice of bread left, and
He's
you're
got
just like,
one slice of bread left.
Let me cut it into, let me take some of that. I'd like to take some of that. You know that scene? It made me hungry as shit as a kid.
You're like, I want that thin bread that floats
Something
in the air.
about it. Mm-hmm. I want that. It was like a straight up struggle scene where they were like about to cry. They were so poor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was just like licking my lips the whole time. Because if you remember, they had the super thin slices of bread and then put like one fucking like bean in the middle of it or something.
Yes, one bean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they ate that like a sandwich. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Mom, make me that.
Give me the single bean
Please.
sandwich.
Anyway, our actual advice? I'd say keep that cat.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why not?
I've inherited a cat before, accidentally.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is that Casper?
Casper.
Casper is inherited?
Yeah.
Huh.
And my dad did really, and I did because I live with my dad. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Because he still has the cat now, and you got the cat, from when you cheated a whole bunch on your ex. Yeah, he kind of gave it to you.
No.
Wait. Hold on. Let me remember. It was your brother's cat.
It was my brother's.
That's
cat.
what it was. Yeah.
And he got this baby little kitten, and didn't realize that my mum would be horribly allergic to it. Not just sneezing, but I mean like arms breaking out in like blisters.
Holy
kind of
shit.
allergic. Yeah, like some real body horror type allergies.
But how was your mom here? I have cats, and she stayed in my house.
Yeah, she was itching the whole time.
Ah, I noticed that about her. Yeah. So that was the cause of all the... that checks out now.
Yeah. But my brother was like, oh my god, what am I gonna, I guess I'll move out eventually. And he was just like, you know what? Billy and Dad, could you take this cat just for like a month? It's been 4 years now.
Yeah.
The cat is my dad's cat now. It's that's just what happens if you're like, can you take this kitten, this baby cat for 1 month? No, it's impossible. You will become it's your cat then after that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry.
so. The guy and the cat stayed with you
Yes.
for a month.
Yeah.
At that point, it's still totally his cat. The guy has to go back to his parents' house. The cat couldn't come, so it stays there.
Yeah.
At that point, it's your cat. But I'd still say, if, like, through the grace of God, the universe decided to fucking throw this guy a bone and turned his life around, even though for some reason it just decided to just kick him repeatedly in the head. And he's just like, hey, I moved out.
Yeah.
I got some of my stuff back. So I got the dog. I got a little bit of money. Got even less pride. And but I scrounge up enough money to get a cat box. So I'm gonna need that cat back now.
Yeah.
And granted, it hasn't been 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been like another couple months.
Yeah.
You got to give him the cat back. You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be like, this is my cat now.
Yeah.
No matter how much you've bonded with him.
But if there's no immediate prospect of him having a place,
Mm-hmm.
then, and you're just meant to like keep it indefinitely, then after a certain amount of time,
It becomes your cat.
okay, after a certain amount of time, you've kept the cat longer than he's had the cat, right?
Then it's definitely
And I
your
think
cat.
that's kind of like the tipping point. Is like I feel like a cat just belongs to whoever has spent the most time with it,
For
kind
sure.
of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And at a certain point, if he only bought it at New Year's, had it for like a month, lived with you and it for a month,
Uh-huh.
and now you've had it for like 2 months, you're about 50-50 now. But if it carries on much longer, you're going to be the majority of its life, right?
Yeah, totally.
And I feel like that's the tipping point.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, okay, I think the cat thinks we're its owners now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to confuse the cat. That's the angle you got to come at it from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really an animal welfare kind of point of view. Yeah. You could also come at it from the point of view of, oh, isn't this cat such a horrible reminder of your failed relationship and all the
That's
pain that came with it?
exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going
You
to say.
could work that angle.
I wouldn't do the first thing. I wouldn't say, oh, we're going to confuse the cat, because at the end of the day, it's a cat. The cat is always confused. It doesn't fucking matter, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. I've swapped my cats around. So, like, you live here, and then you live over in this house, and then you live in Fallbrook, and even, like, and then I had, like, my partner keep them for 6 months when I couldn't. But this is, like, all during the first, like, year of their life. They were swapped around a whole bunch. And then they've been consistently mine.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not going to, you know, it doesn't confuse the cats a whole bunch. The cats don't care when, like, you go home to London, you know? And then
Excuse you.
you'd be gone. I don't think they notice.
Oh my god.
They're cats.
They do notice.
They do notice. And I'm actually a big defender that cats have, like, really big personalities. I'm just being a troll right now.
Pretty Cat notices when I'm gone only because he doesn't get to drink the leftover almond milk from my cereal bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And he follows you around the house when you're here,
Yeah.
and he has like a little crush on you. And
Who can blame him?
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm married, your ass. I know it. I know the feeling well. But I wouldn't come at it from the angle, even though, again, I was just messing around. Cats have great personalities, and they bond with you in such, like, cool ways. And they're not so, like, it's not like a dog where it's so obvious, but it's more special.
It definitely is.
And I like that a lot. But I still wouldn't come at it from an angle that said, oh, we're going to confuse the poor thing. But I would come at it from an angle that's, let's say, the person that did all of the cheating. Let's say their name was, like, Clarissa or something, you know? I'm just, like, trying to pick a name of someone that I don't know anyone named that. So
All I know is that they're weird.
whoa, or that she explains it all.
I don't know that
Do you
one.
get that reference? You got the really cool reference though, which is the band. That was a show here on Nick in, like, the 90s. Yeah, Clarissa Explains It All. It's a dope show. But let's say the person's name is Clarissa.
Yeah.
Right. I would come at it from this angle. You wanted Clarissa's cat back?
Oh my
right
god.
there you go. Right.
Oh my god.
It's subtle, but it hurts.
Oh,
Yeah,
it hurts.
It's very toxic.
It hurts me, and
It's
I didn't
extremely
even go
toxic.
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Super manipulative.
Sneak it in there a few times, right? Just be like, oh, Clarissa's cat did the funniest thing, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my god. That's heartbreaking.
Ooh, whose cat? No one's cat. Your cat.
Oh.
Not my cat.
Highly toxic, but highly effective.
Very effective. Very effective. I mean, it's like straight up sociopath shit, you know?
Who could have even
sociopath
thought up
behavior.
of such a thing?
I don't even know where I come. It came out naturally.
It's concerning.
I didn't have to think. I stopped thinking, and it
Yeah.
just naturally came out.
Manifested itself. Yeah.
It felt right.
Terrifying.
It felt just right. Let's switch it to this one. That's scary, right?
That's Haunted House. That's Luigi's mansion.
I was gonna say, this is a mansion for Luigi.
Yeah.
This is Luigi himself's mansion. Like, imagine you're walking through a house
Mm-hmm.
and you just start hearing shit like this, and you think like, is this haunted? Like, yes, dude.
Of course it's haunted.
It's haunted.
Of course it's haunted.
Grab your little vacuum. Of course, the fucking thing's haunted.
We were having this conversation earlier this week about cats being they get a rap for being unaffectionate.
Uh-huh.
People who are not people hate cats. A lot of people hate cats because they're like, they're cold, they're uncaring,
Yeah, I
blah
don't
blah
like
blah.
cats.
They're mean, you know.
doggos, ooh, puppers. I love a pupper.
Yeah, because every doggo's a good boy. And
Yeah.
but you know that's what makes them shit and rubbish.
Mhm.
Yeah, every single one of them is a good boy.
Yeah.
Boring. I
No.
don't have to earn their affection at all.
Check this out. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a super polarizing thing right now. Most dogs are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Most dogs suck. I'm not saying I don't like them. Of course I like them.
I like them. I love them.
They're dumbasses though. Absolutely, dogs are dumbasses.
When we had we looked after your brother's dog for a
Henry.
long time,
And
couple
again,
of months, right?
Again, love him.
Yeah, love him to bits.
Love him.
He's terrible.
He's a dumbass. Yeah, of course he is. But like almost every dog is. I've had multiple dogs, and even though I love them like crazy, I'm like, you're very dumb.
Yeah.
You know, and look, the only way that a dog is okay. How about this? By default, dogs are bad. I'm not saying that they should be trained to be so subservient and to be so, like they'll follow your every command. But when they're not, by default, they suck. They have so much anxiety. They can't be in the house alone. They tear up the fucking the carpet and the furniture. They'll chew on shit. They'll start peeing everywhere. They'll scream when you're not home.
Yeah.
They have, and they'll growl and scream at other dogs. They'll cry. I know many people, multiple. I know almost everyone I know with a dog can barely can hardly handle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're constantly needing something. And I'm just saying, I like them a lot. I love dogs. I love when another person has a dog.
Yeah.
Because I get to see it for 10 minutes. And that rules.
Yeah. That's how I feel about babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But a cat by default. You think I've ever trained my cats?
No, they
Fuck
don't.
no.
No, they figure
Naturally
it out, man.
chill.
They figure it out. Yeah. They you can't train a dog to like use a litter tray.
Mm-hmm.
First of all.
Well, I mean, you can kind of train
maybe
dogs
you
to
can
use like little
sometimes.
like piss pads and stuff. Yeah.
That's gross.
It is disgusting.
Yeah.
It is disgusting. But the litter box, you clean it out every day.
Yeah.
You're good.
I never trained my cat to use a litter. They just know.
From
It's
when
crazy.
Noah was a fucking
Yeah.
baby. As soon as I presented him the idea of a litter box, he got in it and he was
Yeah.
like, I will take it from here.
Yeah. Yeah.
No training.
Both of our cats, we don't have to, like, they don't overeat. You just leave, like, however much food out, and they're like, I'll eat until I'm full, and then they're done.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Some
cool,
cats
that's smart
do
of you.
if they're like strictly indoor.
Yeah.
And that's where they spent their entire life. Because, we grew up, they, me and my cats together,
Grew up feral in the forest.
we grew up
I can see that
in
about
a
you.
field in
Yeah.
Fallbrook.
Yeah.
There was a lot of property. So the rule was always like get them in at night because of the coyotes and stuff. But, the property was so big, they spent a lot of time outside and climbing trees and stuff. I've noticed that a lot when you live kind of like closer to the city, closer to cars and stuff like that, and cats are strictly indoor cats, they'll sometimes have problems with eating and overeating.
Yeah.
But outdoor cats that are hunting all the time and stuff don't.
Yeah. But our cats. I do mean my cat in the UK, Casper, and our cats here.
Yeah,
both of them. They look after themselves like really good, and they, there's not that problem where you open a door and it fucking bolts down the road, and never to come back. Like with a dog and.
You open a door, the dog is fucking gone.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, I get why people like dog's first impression. When you first meet a dog, it's friendly, it's licking you, it's jumping up, it's amazing. When you first meet a cat, they just give you the side eye,
Yeah,
and they're
fuck
like,
you, and they go away.
All right, goodbye. So I get where people get that impression from, but it's so much more rewarding
Yeah.
when they do bond with you and they do start coming up to you and like God, they're so cute. Pretty Cat literally follows me around the house, like
Yeah.
to room, just trotting beside me. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
So cute.
They know how to ask for things. Pretty Cat kisses you on the mouth
He does.
sometimes. Yeah, he puts his paw on your face and comes real close and just
Yeah.
touches his nose to your mouth.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like,
Really
that was
funny.
That was super gay, dude. I don't know why. What the hell? That ruled. Thank you, man.
It's amazing. Yeah. They'll like reach out their little paw to you when they want a scratch or something. I love them so much.
Yeah.
You gotta work for it. You gotta be patient. It's very, very rewarding. And people who are like, cats are mean. It's like, you've just never been friends with a cat.
Yeah. I'm sorry you've
Yeah.
never been friends with a cat. Dogs are easy.
Dogs are so easy.
Dogs like fucking most people.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless you're a male person.
That's
A
true.
male person.
A male. Both.
A post
yeah.
person. Yeah.
Unless you're a type of person that happens to be a male.
Unless you're an adult male human. Yeah. Unless you're someone who works for the postal service.
Yeah, and that's honestly it's a polarizing opinion, but I'm just saying to be so about it, like I mean, imagine what you're saying when you say a doggo, a pupper, I love it so much. It's just, to me, it's crossed that line. It's normie shit. It's normie shit to like dogs. I get it. Dogs are good. I totally fucking understand. But
Yeah.
I'm saying dogs by default fucking suck. By large margin, most of them, unless you've trained them to be so fucking subservient, so snap at your fingers, they sit down. You know,
That's weird.
And then that's weird. And then that's weird because when people train dogs, when you think of, you know, like the guys on TV that'll really train dogs, and for what? To be, you know, because dogs are. Here's what I think it is. Dogs are smart. They're so smart, and they have the capability of like bringing you your medicine when you need it. You know?
Yeah.
Dogs, they're rescue dogs. There are, well, actually, a rescue dog is, you know, something else. There are dogs that rescue you. There are support dogs that people rely on. There are you know, dogs can be super useful if you're like utilizing them as a tool. And I feel a little in between about that, but I do think that they're really useful to a lot of people, and I think that in itself is very good. But I think because they have the capability of doing all that stuff, like your cat really can't, or it doesn't. It won't, you know. But a dog is happy to. Cats, not so much. And I think because dogs have the capability of doing that, if they're not pushed to that potential, they're. I just keep saying they're dumb. They're annoying, you know. They're really annoying. They're just they're screaming when you leave the house, and then they get all anxious and they tear up the couch, and they and then it's rough. It's super rough.
Sounds like you're like, it's rough. I've been there. Anxious at home, tearing up the couch.
Yeah, tearing up the couch. You're like, hey man, I get
Chewing
it.
your own leg.
I get it, man. It wasn't until I was trained properly by that guy on TV. I think because a dog is far enough to kind of be like a young baby, a child.
Yeah.
That's what makes it insufferable to me and sucks.
Oh.
But because cats are totally their own thing, cats are just smart for cats by default. I think that's what makes them better.
Interesting. Yeah. You can't compare them to a human
No,
child.
because they're not. Dogs
Yeah.
you can easily compare to like a baby. Cats you can't compare to a baby.
Apart from when they are a little baby.
Okay, when they're a
Sometimes they're a little
tiny baby cat.
Sometimes they're just a little baby.
But they're still always cats. Dogs they're too close to. They're too man's best friend. And I'm just like, you suck.
I hate men's best. Most men I've met, they're best friends. They suck.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, so that, yeah.
Look at
There
that.
you go.
Is that what you want to be? Huh? Servant to a man? Huh? A little hunting dog helping a man hunt?
Anyway. Dogs work for the cops also.
Yeah. Cops, dogs.
A cabin that includes dogs.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Dogs have a long history of being narcs. They do. Cats never narcs. Dogs.
Cats never telling on you for your fucking dragging your drugs out of your coat pocket unless you happen to have a bunch of catnip on you.
Dogs.
A bunch of mint.
Yeah, and then even then, they're just kind of like rubbing against you like they really like you. A dog is the first one to just be like, the drugs are over here, sir. Fuck you.
Chill out.
Chill the fuck
Have
out,
some
man.
chill. Have some decorum.
Nah,
God,
man, no way. Get that fucking dog away from me. That narc-ass dog, man, no way. Cats, super, super chill. So I just feel in an era of being a millennial where doggos and puppers are so I just blah, blah, blah. I've considered it. I've long considered it normie shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a thing about being a millennial, a mid-stage millennial, older and younger than us, are all about the puppers and doggos and good boys. I feel that I'm the prime age to still be appreciating the lolcats of the world.
Have we forgotten about Catterday?
Have we all forgotten what Ceiling Cat did to us?
Remember when that
Ceiling Cat, Keyboard Cat.
Yeah, Long Cat.
Long Cat.
You
He can has a cheeseburger.
In my day, the cats can has cheeseburger. I love how I don't that's so old that of course I consider it corny, but I consider it legitimately funny as as an ancient thing.
Yeah.
But Catterday being a thing, is so funny to me because it's so fucking old.
Yeah.
But Doggo came a little bit after that, and even when that started, I know that there are a lot of Gen Z making fun of millennials for saying Doggo. Please know, I was always on your fucking side about that. Day one it came out, I said, "The fuck is this? This is fucking corny."
I admire you for that.
You were kind of a Doggo.
I can't say
person.
I don't know. I would be afraid to go into my Facebook account and search the word
Doggo.
I would be afraid of what I might see. I might see something in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Me, not so much. I was always making fun of it, on Tumblr and stuff. I would just be like, guys, hello. Oh, this is corny. This is not good. This is not. And it just got worse and worse and worse until it actually became mainstream shit. And I was like, now can we agree it sucks? Now can we agree that now that it has mainstream appeal amongst people who are not even online, that this shit sucks? And and I've seen more and more Gen Z. This is the only time I'll ever address you, Gen Z. So listen up, okay? It's the only time I'll ever acknowledge your little baby asses. I think you did good there calling out the fact that this shit sucks.
Yeah.
That being said, you're gonna have to grow up one day and start wearing low-rise jeans. Because one day they're gonna come back as something that's vintage, and you're gonna just have to accept that they're good.
Yeah, it's true. I was
Start now. Be the change I want to see.
which is everyone wearing low-rise jeans.
It was just people wearing low-rise jeans.
Speaking of cats, I had to take Noah to the vet again the other week, and they were like, "Okay, just come back in about an hour, and we'll be blah blah blah." And the vet is in the middle of a huge parking lot because everything in America is in the middle of a huge fucking parking lot.
They're a great vet though.
They're a good vet. But I was like, okay, I guess. Well, for an hour, I'll walk to the other end of this huge, unfathomably large parking lot and hang out in the mall because it's the only thing around that you can walk to. So I was browsing around Forever 21.
You're getting close to doxing us.
You're a Forever 21.
There's a vet and a mall, and in that mall there's a Forever 21, which is rare in a Westfields.
It's not a Westfields.
Is it not a Westfield mall?
No.
Is that not?
No, I don't think so.
I think it is.
Okay, it doesn't look like the Westfield mall that I have at home.
Can I look it up?
But now?
Nah, I won't.
Okay.
Hey, Mitch, mixing this. Look it up.
Look it up. Where? See if it's in Westfield.
Look it up. Yeah, I can do it.
Anyway, I was in the Forever 21 and I was browsing alone. The shop's pretty empty. A group of about 5 teens comes in, 4 or 5 teens.
The worst thing I can imagine is 5 teens.
And they're all behind me, loudly talking about how much they would never ever wear low-rise jeans.
That's so funny.
I know. I know.
So funny.
And there's me standing there in my low-rise jeans.
In your low-rise jeans. Fuck yeah.
Showing off my little hips, the lower part of my stomach. Yeah. They're all just having a full conversation behind me being like, we can't allow them to come back into town. They suck so much. I don't know anyone who, well, actually, I guess someone could look good in them, but it'll never be me. And I'm just standing there like,
by. You should have walked right by, stomping. Clap.
Yeah.
God, one boot at a time.
Yeah.
Just swaying your, my friend, Simone, Simone, longtime friend, since we were like fucking babies, and we were like 13 or 14 years old, on MySpace. They had like recently posted on their story specifically about low-rise jeans, and it was them wearing them, and they were basically just like, fuck it, I'm back, like
Good.
good, yeah, absolutely good. They look amazing.
I never stopped wearing them, and I wish I could get lower ones, but people don't really sell.
They don't make them anymore.
I want that real like mid 2000s fucking tiny little, the one that shows your butt crack.
You have to go back to 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to buy like Topshop's old stock from back then somehow.
You need to somehow go back in time and rob Paris Hilton. Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing. High-waisted jeans, they look great on a lot of people, especially if you have a waist. I am kind of built like a line, like a straight line for looking from the front.
I think you're cute.
I think I'm cute too. I think I'm
you
cute
look
too.
strong.
But thank you. Yeah. I'm kind of short and rectangular and stocky, in a way that I like a lot. It's not me getting down on myself. I think my body's great, but I do not have an hourglass figure at all. I don't have much of a waist, and I don't have much of a hips.
Most people online don't, though. They're just sitting up kind of like with their heels on their ass in front of a mirror. You know how they do?
Yeah,
you know
sure.
how they do?
For sure. But I don't have a very, I don't want to use any gendered language, but like I don't have like a dramatic ratio there at all. It's very kind of straight up and down. So when I wear high-waisted jeans, it has the effect of like kind of looking like how a Minecraft character's like central block just cuts off in them. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean.
Like it just cut. Why is there a waistline there? There's nothing there. So
that being said, though,
to me the low rise is real
in
good.
Low rise, when you're just showing off a stomach and some hips.
Oh yeah,
and you got a powerful core.
Yeah, no, okay. What I'm not saying here that curvy people shouldn't wear them. I think curvy people look good in everything.
Curvy people look good in absolutely everything.
Yes. Yeah, curvy people and big. I saw the most bullshit take about low-rise jeans, which is that they were like fat phobic because they showed a stomach. And I was like, no,
hi, have you
they
ever
should show the stomach.
seen a stomach?
Yeah,
because they need to come out all the time
because they're good.
Yeah.
I want to see the stomach. Show me it. Show it to me.
What a weird fucking society we live in. We're just like these, just like accumulations of fat. They're just like, you know what I want? Big fat fucking tits, and and it's so not because why? I don't understand why you think that, because it's soft and voluptuous and blah blah. Hey, stomachs are those same thing, and it rules. Yeah. And fuck you, it rules. Hey, open your mind up a little bit. The world is fantastic and grand, and if you open it up a little bit, you'll start enjoying it more. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, imagine choosing to just not enjoy that.
Yeah,
dumbass.
My God. Yeah, it's your loss. Get out of here.
I'm just saying that I particularly don't look good in high-waisted jeans.
I think you look great in everything, but
thank you.
I will agree.
So I am glad that trend's like, well, not that it's not over, but it was all the rage for a long time.
It was everything.
Yeah,
it was everything. Mm-hmm. You were I guess a bit of a leper. This is not honest. Obviously not literally. Your skin is fine now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I guess we're a bit of a leper there for a bit because of all the eczema. Yeah. But yeah, societally speaking, socially speaking, yeah, I didn't want anything to do with you because I wanted your pants to come up right to the underboob.
Yeah. Yes.
I wanted them right there.
Yeah, it gives me like a Simon Cowell kind of silhouette is the issue with the high-waisted stuff on me.
I know what you're saying about the high-waisted jeans, though, for sure, on you. You are a funny little guy.
I'm a strange shape.
Yeah, a funny shape.
The shape is a rectangle.
But I'm saying when you accentuate it in the right ways, you become a brick house, a fucking smoke show.
She's a brick house.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I don't think high-waisted jeans are the move for you, but they're a move for you.
It's whatever.
They're a lateral move for you.
They're a lateral move. They're not doing anything to improve things. Yeah,
they're a lateral move. Hey, it's fine.
Sideways. Yeah.
Look, I married you. It's going great. It's going fine. But I'm saying low is where to go, baby. That's
low is where to go. I think so.
I think it kicks so much ass. I even love when like people's moms were doing it in like 2003. Everyone was just fucking hot.
Let's go back to when everyone was hot.
Yeah.
Please.
I feel like no one's hot.
That's not true.
Of course, it's not true.
Not true.
So many more hot people today than than when I was a kid. Than when I was a teenager. Of course, yeah. Most people are hot.
Do you know how funny the feeling is though, being inside of Forever 21 with a load of teens behind your back while you're like pretending to look at clothes while like listening to their
A
conversation?
gaggle of tweens behind you are roasting you.
Roasting the very thing you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrifying.
Yeah,
but funny.
That's like part of the reason I don't
I
go
felt
out.
a strange mix of partially embarrassed but mostly powerful.
Yeah, I would too.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. You say, hey, I bet you don't have a podcast. They're like, we all have podcasts. Like, oh, shit. It's like, yeah, we got sponsored by Casper. Oh my god. Well, I'd love to listen sometime. They go, not with those jeans, sweetie.
Not with those jeans, sweetie.
I almost messed that up 4 times.
Not with those sweens, jeans.
Not those sweens, Jeannie. Huh? That's how smooth I am in this fake scenario where I'm trying to be the bully. I fuck it up. If I did walk up to those teens, I'd be like, hey, you ever heard of a podcast? I have one. And then you can listen if you want and tell your friends. And they go, are you insulting us? Or I don't get if you're insulting us or plugging your podcast,
both.
old man.
Why can't it be both?
It could be both.
Yeah. It's called negging.
Yeah, and it works. Check this out. And I point to you.
Oh.
Point to the ring on your finger. Actually, negging worked on me. Actually, now that I think about it, if we take it back to the beginning of the episode, you were like, hang out with me.
Yeah.
Bet you won't. No balls.
Coward.
Do it.
Coward. Do it. Okay, so third question?
Yeah, third question. Let's
question?
pick it up right here. We're probably like 45 minutes. 45 minutes?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's over an hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Oopsie.
ain't that about fuck. Let me try this one. Yeah, that one's just sounds. It's called World Mallet. So.
Oh. Now that's some X-Files shit.
Mulder just like walks into a cave and he's like, this is it. I finally get to fuck an alien.
This episode will never end.
Do you want it to?
We smoothly transitioned to an X-Files fanfic podcast. We gotta go.
Music is so easy. This has been All the Space in Between. My name's Mitch.
My name is Billy. If you'd like to be an email that we read on the show, you can do that. You can achieve your dreams. Go for it. I believe in you.
So easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. You just send an email. It's like good fucking chance that we'll read it. It's an achievable dream.
Yeah.
You should reach out and touch it. Send us an email at
allthespaceintbetween@gmail.com. And if you like this episode, if you liked this episode,
Of course you like this episode.
come on, this is an okay episode.
This is an all-star
Can you forgive what I
episode.
said about jeans and dogs enough to like this episode? Huh? Please tell your friends about this show. We are everywhere where podcasts are found, and I do mean most places.
Yeah.
That's Spotify. That's Apple Podcasts. That's on YouTube. Do you think we'll ever just get around to filming this fucking thing? We're in the podcast room. We just haven't like set up the wall.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it soon.
I'll do it.
Our last goal was at the end of last month. Remember that?
Oh, good, Dom.
Yeah,
We'll do it.
but I am working on.
We're both
a whole
working
ton of
super
stuff.
hard,
We're working
yeah.
on a ton of stuff right now, and it's all very, very cool. So your ways to support the show are very, very easy. You just got to tell your friends about the show. You just got to tell your friends about the show and just say, "Hey, all the space in between. Look it up. They're everywhere that podcasts are found." I feel a burp coming on. Hold on. Oh God.
Oh, Jesus.
All the space in between. Check it out sometime. They're everywhere where podcasts are found, or on our website. Sorry, on their website. And this is just recite this verbatim and
Word for
word, except
Yeah.
for this part, but including this next part. They are everywhere where podcasts are found. But if you have an internet connection, connect to it on your phone or computer, and then you can go to a browser
Yeah.
and type in Go
Or if you're on Windows, you can just kind of go to your like files and then just type it in the bar
Yeah, you
there
could-
because that works too weirdly.
It does
Yeah.
work too. That's like a browser. I wonder if there's
Yeah.
any security on it at all. There's probably no security in like the. Isn't it weird that you can do that?
That's what I used to exclusively do.
It's a really exclusively.
Yeah.
Why exclusively?
I don't
Now
know.
I'd like to talk about that. Let's open up that can of worms. Tell your friends about the show. You need to go to google.com and type in the words, all the space in between. It'll take you to a website. The first link on there is a website. And the website is
allthespaceinbetween.com.
yeah. Look at that.
It'd be embarrassing if it isn't the first link.
It's gotta be.
It has to be.
It turns out, yeah, damn. Elijah Wood had a tweet recently that just says all the space in between. So that comes up first. That just will forever come up first for the rest of like our lives. So that sucks.
That sucks for us.
New episodes every Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.